This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is Brown on the carry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I'll bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
All right, now, look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Good, 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 good.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now it's Brown. Shedding the tackle. The ball comes out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On first down, Goff. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Goff now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Vikings. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Hey, watch it. Gun!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They run it here with Thompson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And down inside the 15 he goes. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Starting left here.
On first down, it's gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Dude.
Out of the gun. Gone. Flushed out right. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Here we go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
More now.
A shotgun snap for gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a 1st down here.
Gone!
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
3-19.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. From the 50, it's gone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half.
We're good. We're good. Hey, 5.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. And Myers able to knock it through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. It's caught right side. It turns. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Goff on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, that's Thompson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. That's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the ground, it's Thompson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Goff. Space to run past the 20. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Goff. But it's brought in by Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. From the gun, here's Goff. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gone!
They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it with Williams, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Carlson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3.
Point out. Orange.
Here's Goff now on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run it on the toss. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw on second down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
DC.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Super 66.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On second down, here's Goff. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it here with Brown. he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
They'll look to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Super.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ric Flair. Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. One last throw here for Goff. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Still got to be careful of a blocked return here on the extra point. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.